Hi guys and welcome. It's Peter du Toit. It's the Betway Beat brought to you by SoccerBeat. I've got Tsepo Masilela here and our guest today, the one and only, the very brilliant Khuzwayo. How are you, brilliant? You well?
Always brilliant. How are you?
Good man. I wish I had a proper name. I'm just Peter du Toit. I should be the wonderful Peter Wonderful du Toit. Tsepo, you as well. You just said Masilela. Only brilliant was brilliant.
I'm just Tsepo, Peter. You know, we're so lucky to have the brilliant one with us today.
One and only.
The one and only. I'd love to introduce somebody, and this is my friend. He's brilliant. Anyway.
I always do
that. Good. Let's get straight to it. I want to talk about the current situation at Kaizer Chiefs, goalkeeping in particular, and then I'm going to talk about your career, and then we'll have some reader questions, or viewer questions, I should say. Let's get straight into it. The current situation at Kaizer Chiefs, the goalkeeping situation. I mean, you're a goalkeeper yourself, top keeper, 12 years in the career, Bafana, Chiefs, PSL. So if you look at the current situation, and I did a program with Mike Morton a couple of weeks ago about a week ago, when we looked at the goalkeeping situation. And if you look on saves and chances and goals against, the three worst keepers in the league, the bottom two are Peterson and Natwari. Vuma's not in there because he's hardly played. He's only played recently. What's your view on the goalkeeping situation at Chiefs? Is goalkeeping the problem?
For me, I would say even the Chiefs supporters have been lenient in terms of putting pressure on the goalkeepers. If you remember, back in the day, there was a goalkeeper called Muti. He conceded 4 goals and it was game over for him in terms of Chiefs era. But the keepers are given a chance and a chance and a chance and a chance. They are not performing as other previous keepers for Kaizer Chiefs. I would give Vuma a chance also. But if you look at Mamelodi Sundowns, there's Ronwen doing great, Africa's #1. If you look at Orlando Pirates, China doing great. What about Chiefs goalkeepers? Should they be actually going to be maybe a third choice for Bafana Bafana? I would love to think so, but the keepers that are playing right now, they are not performing as much as they should be. They should be performing. Look at SuperSport; they've got Ghost, a good goalkeeper. I would take Ghost and put him to Chiefs. Maybe he can do better. I don't think they are performing as much as we need them to perform. And you know that goalkeepers, if you get a good goalkeeper, your team becomes stronger. Your players, they get motivated. But now, if a second shot goes in, my players get demotivated. So I think Chiefs should be actually do much better in terms of goalkeeping.
Yeah. So Tsepo, I mean, you played in front of goalkeepers, and in particular, you played in front of brilliant Khune. How important is it for a defense to know the guy behind them is somebody you can rely on? If you make a mistake, he's going to get you out the mess.
No, Peter, it's very important for the defense. You know, it gives us that comfort, you know, and trust also. And again, when it comes to considering, you know, when you look at the goal, sometimes yes, you'll say the defender, but also you'll say the keeper, but also the keeper is as good as his defense. You know, so it's a working relationship between the goalkeeper and his defenders, but if we know that we have a solid defender, it gives us comfort, you know, and okay, you make mistake, he's there to save you, and he saves the day, and he wins you points. Goalkeepers win you points, Peter. You know.
Correct. So interesting, Tsepo, when Khune wasn't playing and Brilliant came in, you guys didn't go, oh goodness me, we got a problem. Was it business as usual?
Yes, it was business as usual for us. You know, I think also a lot of hard work in the training field. We did a lot of defensive drill with Coach Stuart. You know, he was big on defense, and that leads to my question to Brilliant Muti. Is this current Chief team? Do you think also the defense is to blame Brilliant, or you look at the goalkeeper coach change? You know, the coach came with a new goalkeeper coach. Also, would you think that also plays a huge role in improving the goalkeepers and making sure, you know, they do their jobs?
Tsepo, I would like to say they've got a good coach. They've got a good goalkeeper coach also. I've sat down with him and we spoke some few words. Even the goalkeeper, the fourth goalkeeper, the young boy.
Yes.
There's a lot of good things. I think it's just the goalkeeper that is playing at the moment. He's gotta do better. Um, uh, let's not shy. Get Emma Saitini. Chiefs keepers need to do better, perform better. I wouldn't want to say they should perform just like how we did. They just need to do better because see, obviously, as you said, keepers win you points. They gotta do better. They gotta do better. I would put it like that. The squad, very strong squad, and the coach that they have, is a very good coach. It's a matter of just keepers doing better.
So if you look at, so you happy that you think Nabi is the right guy for Chiefs? They're not. Why do you think they're not getting the results? And you think it's basically simply down to goalkeeping areas and defensive and defensive areas?
Uh it's sometimes it's just unlucky. I think they need to win 3-4 games to get the confidence back. Sometimes when you are not winning as you used to, the confidence leaves. Chiefs is a very huge team. Um, can you give Vuma a chance also? Just give him 5-6 games so that now he can do errors that just like every other keeper that has done errors, and he must be given a chance as other keepers have been given a chance. I would love to believe he can be Chiefs number one.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you. I also tend to agree. I don't know what you said, Tsepo, is that obviously as a player, when you lose a couple of games, your confidence drops, especially at a big team like Chiefs. That you've got such high expectations, and I think a couple of wins under their belt. That's why this week is a very, very important week for games for Kaizer Chiefs. Just moving on. What is you, Chane? You rate him highly.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, you rate him highly, Chane?
China, very, very.
Yeah.
Look, if you take China, Pirates has been winning many cups than Sundowns. Without any doubt, Ronwen is Africa's number one. But who's challenging him, to be second goalkeeper, for Bafana Bafana? It should be China because you look at the past 3 years, China has been winning cups more than Ronwen. But when it comes to Bafana Bafana, he wasn't there until like there's an interview that I did and spoke about that. He's a very good goalkeeper. He has actually played a tremendous job for Orlando Pirates. I would love them to actually challenge, push Ronwen even higher because if you got a look at Chiefs, there was Itu and then there was me. He knew exactly Itu. If he messes up, I'm behind him. I'm pushing him. I'm pushing him. So at Bafana Bafana, Ronwen knows if he messes up, there's China pushing him. So every good goalkeeper needs a good goalkeeper to compete with him. So China is doing very well at Pirates.
Fantastic. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back from the break, I'm going to talk to you exactly about that, your relationship with Khune and your period at Kaizer Chiefs. See you after the break.
Hey, Taola.
All right, here we go.
Ko Betway ba tshepela hore o tshwantse o betjhe ka tsela e nepahetseng ka nako e nngwe ho tlamehile hore o ikhule hanyane ka nako tse ding
O ska leka go busha tse di lahlegileng.
Nakusasa kuse olunye usuku.
Dlala ngokusemandleni wakho.
Ge o tlhoka thuso go gona.
hopola bet responsibly.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the Betway Beat brought to you by SoccerBeat. Don't forget to ring the bell, the notification bell, so you know when we drop another episode. I'm back here with brilliant Khuzwayo and Tsepo Masilela. Let's talk about your career. You joined Kaizer Chiefs at the same time as Tsepo, and I believe you both left at the same time. Is there a little marriage going on there?
We brought the glory days. We brought back the glory days.
And then when you left, you said, listen, it's over. We're going. It won't happen anymore.
I don't know why he left. I don't know why Tsepo left. But for me, I needed to go to the parks. I needed that challenge.
Yeah. Was it at the end of had your contract come to an end and Pirates bought you from, how did that move come about? Did Ivan phone you and say, listen, don't sign anything? Tell us how, because moving from Chiefs to Pirates is not an easy move. How did that?
Yeah, it's not an easy one.
Brilliant. Give the viewers the real facts. What happened behind the scene? What were the phone calls? It's a long time. Tell, because people want to hear it. I want to hear it.
I spoke to Dr. Ivan before my contract ended at Chiefs a year before. We spoke. Then I had to and then I called Bobby. Bobby gave me a new contract. I said I'm not gonna sign it. He thought I was joking. He said, you know what, you are one of us. If you wanna say that to me, go and tell Dr. Kaizer. He thought I was joking when I said that. Then I went to I called the meeting. It was Steve Compella at that time, the coach. I called Bobby. I called Dr. Kaizer and Steve. They asked me why am I leaving. I said inkomo embili inkunzi embili ayikwazi ukudlalela esibayeni esisodwa, meaning two bulls cannot share a crown.
Yeah.
Then I thanked them. They gave me an opportunity. They thought I was joking. They said, where are you going? I didn't tell them where I was going. So already in January, when the 6 months, I had to be focused at training, not come late, because they knew that I'm not going to sign any contract. And I thought maybe they were going to drop me. I remember second last game, when we were playing in Devon, we lost. Then they decided, okay, the coach said, I'm going to play the last game, the second last game against Arrows. Then Tigi, they said I'm not gonna play. I said rather drop me and put me on the stand, because you cannot promise me to play this game and then all of a sudden, because you lost the other game, and say you're gonna continue. Drop me, put me on the stand. They did that, and I played the last game in Cape Town. It was a great move actually when I left Chiefs like that, but I'm grateful to them also. I'm grateful to them. The name Brilliant One, without Chiefs, it wouldn't have been just a normal name. So they gave me a strong opportunity to actually improve my brand as a person.
So brilliant. You obviously signed a pre-contract, which is normal, happens with Pirates. That happens with lots of players. And when you signed that pre-contract with Pirates, you obviously were you not worried that you could get injured or something like that in that period?
I signed a contract with Pirates in October. I signed a pre-contract in October. So already when it comes to the 6 months, it was done. But then the contract, it was a 3-year contract. But then the contract on the day when I had to go and sign the contract in June, that day Dr. Ivan Khoza called me, said, come to the office. I went to the office. He just gave me a new contract, a 5-year contract. The contract changed from the salary that I was gonna get, changed drastically, changed a lot. I was so happy to get the contract. It went up. It had so many changes. Initially, the contract stated that I was going to be the first number 1 choice for Pirates. It was written down. It was written Amakhosi for Bafana Bafana. If I play a certain game for Bafana Bafana, if I play certain games for Orlando Pirates, it had everything. I think it was around about 15 meter in total for 5 years.
Wow!
I was going to be number 1 for Pirates.
So it's a brilliant 15 million in 5 years. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was set. Everything was on point.
So funny enough, let me explain to the viewers out there what used to happen and may still happen today, is that clubs, and this, by the way, I know as a fact, you only supposedly can sign a pre-contract 6 months in the last 6 months. But clubs would go directly to a player, illegally, so to speak, but it happens all the time, and go to the player and make a deal, and they would sign a pre-contract. But the date, and they would have a duplicate contract normally, and what they would do, that contract, the pre-contract, which is technically legal, would automatically become the new date contract. But yours seemed to improve when they did the new date contract. So big 10 out of 10 to Pirates Amakhosi. But viewers out there, don't think this was a strange thing. This happened continuously. So the pre-contract, there's actually a pre-contract that's signed before even a pre-contract. That's how it works, and it still works like that today. And so sometimes clubs have got their player and they think, okay, we can renegotiate in the last 6 months, not knowing that he's already, it's like your wife's already left you when you're still trying to tell her, I love you, I'm going to marry you. She says, I found a new guy with new money. But then when you arrived at Pirates, what was the difference did you find between Chiefs? Was there a difference that you found between Chiefs and Pirates? Obviously a new home.
There was a huge difference. There was a huge difference. Chiefs setup is something else. There's a difference. There is a difference. But it's not huge. But one thing I learned that Rulane at that time he wanted to change things. At Chiefs he used to train from 9:30 until 12. At Pirates you come in at 8, you leave at 3. So there's breakfast, there's lunch, and then you have to it was the schedule was something else at Pirates. I think that thing that happened at Pirates at that time, it changed completely from what Pirates used to be. Because Pirates, right. I always say Chiefs are more like navies, and Orlando Pirates are soldiers. The setup it's like that. You can see a Chiefs player, you can see Chiefs when they're walking, you see the difference, and you can see a Pirates player whenever that they are coming to the tunnel. There's a huge difference. But for me, actually going to understanding both teams, I was lucky enough to understand both teams, because remember, even Dr. Ivan Khoza took Pirates the number 1 jersey. They retired for Senzo. He took it out for retirement and said, take the jersey, because you guys come from Umlazi, both of you. So in memory of Senzo, take the number 1 jersey.
That's so fantastic. And then what happened with the injury? Was it something that was a carryover from your time at Chiefs, or was it a new injury? I can't remember.
We trained, I think when we were in Zambia, and then it twisted again. I had to do an operation again on it. And never recovered from that.
Right. Bad operation?
Amakhosi Muti phakathi kodwa sazi.
No Muti from Chiefs. They didn't put punishment on you.
Huh?
No Muti. Chiefs didn't put Muti on you and then some punishment.
No, not Chief put Muti. Maybe some goalkeepers from other teams. I don't know. Hey, I don't know. Not mention names. You cannot say ankle trying to recover, and then maybe 2 months, 3 months, you are fit, you are ready, and then you go into the team. You go the coach Rulani made it clear that when you've fully recovered, you are going to take the number 1 chase, and then all of a sudden, it's a small twist. Back 2 months again, trying to recover it. So
yeah, just to add on that, Peter, I was also surprised, if you retire from an ankle injury, normally maybe it's knee, I was also surprised because prior to us leaving Chiefs, I also had an ankle injury, I collided with the same brilliant. It took me a while, but I did 2 ops, actually. I had a first op, I came back, there was some complications, but listen, fortunately, I finally recovered. So that's why I was surprised that an ankle injury in today's world, man, with the doctors and all the systems they use, for surgeries, I would have thought he would have recovered. But unfortunately, it was a sad ending for him. But it's part of football, we're not the same again.
Yeah.
It happens,
Listen, I broke my ankle playing football as well. I broke my leg. I've broken lots of bones. But the ankle, when they told me that it's a very complicated break to fix. It's one of the most complicated. So I think that's where the actual problem is. But let's take a short break then, Tsepo. I want to ask you about playing in front of Brilliant.
Hey, but at Pirates, I think at Pirates, Dr. Ivan Khoza did everything. I don't think there is a place in South Africa that I didn't go, whether to put anything that would make my ankle feel better. We did everything with Dr. Ivan. I was traveling to Mpumalanga, traveling to Venda to get people to try and sort out a lot of nyangas that I went to. Some would say, no, I'm going to do this. Your ankle will be fine. We tried everything.
Everything.
I remember going to Mozambique, Swaziland, at night with Happy Jelly, trying to fix the ankle. We did everything.
And nothing worked.
It didn't work.
You know what they say, Peter. We all plan, but God decides. Such is life.
Yeah.
Yeah. On that note, let's take a short break, and we'll come back with some. I want to ask Tsepo some questions about playing alongside you, and we'll take some of the viewer questions. Be right back. Welcome back, guys. It's brilliant Khuzwayo and Tsepo and the magical Tsepo Masilela. And it's Peter du Toit, Betway Beat, brought to you by SoccerBeat. Don't forget to press the notification button. Tsepo, you played in front of top keepers internationally in the La Liga in Israel and obviously the PSL and for Bafana Bafana. What was it like playing in front of Brilliant? Was he a shouter? Was he quiet? Looking at him, I think Brilliant was a shouter. Give us some tips. Tell us, what is it like?
Yeah, Peter, definitely a shouter, but with him, he was actually, before being a keeper, he's a great human being. So he's always bubbly. So we knew him off the field. He's a bubbly person, likes to dance, loves music, loves fashion, So on the field,
that's why his ankle got messed up, all that dancing.
He's one of those teammates that you need around in the team, So he's a very bubbly. But on the field, definitely was a shouter, and he's, it all comes from being a winner. You could tell that this guy is a winner. He wants to win, Him shouting at his defenders, it comes from a place of wanting to win, and he knows what the defenders are capable of. And, he wants to get the best out of the guys in front of him so that together we can achieve the same goal, and which is keeping clean sheets. Keepers are big on keeping clean sheets. You can be 4-0 up, you make one mistake, and they concede, they'll come hard at you. You think, oh my God, it's 89 minutes, just one goal, but they don't drop their standards. The best keepers don't drop their standards, and they don't accept mediocrity, So he was one of those guys that didn't drop his standards. He would always want things to be, almost close to perfection with the guys in front of him, and also he demanded a lot from himself. He was a hard worker, very demanding person. So he was definitely a screamer.
Tell me, and Brilliant, what is it like having Tsepo? Because Tsepo's quiet, gets the job done. What is it like having him there in front of you?
For me, Tsepo is one of the greatest left back in South Africa. Technique-wise, the intelligence. When because I used to watch him at Bafana playing for under 23. So when I get an opportunity to go at Chiefs and play with these big names, as I said, in terms of fashion, I always looked up to them. In terms of, I used to even take a bag, a Louis Vuitton bag, carry for them, just because I needed that to actually. I wanna be like that when I get an opportunity to earn higher. One of the great left backs that I've played with. I think there's a friend of mine called Gabuza. When I joined Pirates, he said, "Hey, I used to watch you guys when you were at the tunnel. Tsepo Masilela used to look like as if he's angry. Chowing Chepis relaxed, and you can smell the perfume, and we're busy on the side, on Pirate side, you're singing, and then your guys were just quiet, going to perform. So I isn't there
Yeah. I want to ask you another question. I'm going to ask Tsepo the same question. Now, you've got to be honest with me now, Brilliant. You've got to be honest because you're talking to the viewers out there. I'll give an example. When I was playing for Atlantic in Cape Town City, at Atlantic, the coach signed his own son. He promoted his son to the first team, and his son was also a striker. And then one day he put his son in the team and not me. So I'm sitting on the bench. I'm watching the game. Now, we're all competitive. And by the way, his son was a nice guy. He was a friend of mine. And he played and he missed a chance. Then he missed a second chance. I was like, good. He's missing chances. I'm going to come back on. I'm going to get another chance. And then eventually he took the son off and I went and I scored. And I could see after the game, his face, he was like unhappy. You know, he glad we won, but it was like a competition between him and I. We wanted the team to win, but I wanted to be in the team ahead of him. So there is that rivalry. Even though you're teammates, you want to wish the guy well, but you know you're only going to get in if he makes a mistake. So when you were sitting on the bench, I know the goalkeepers have like a union, but be honest here, when Khune was playing and you're sitting on the bench, if he made a mistake, were you like, maybe I've got a chance here? You can sit down and you can sit down with Khune and joke about it. How did you really feel? Would you want him to make a mistake? Honestly.
Our relationship, we had a very, very healthy relationship with Itu. As anyone, you would wish someone else to actually do a mistake so that you can get an opportunity. Because if he doesn't do any mistake, you'll never get an opportunity. However, each and every game that he played, I used to tell him, all the best. Because see, I would wish also when I play, he would wish me the same thing with all the best. Because I would definitely get my opportunity. And when I get my opportunity, I'll grab it with both hands. We used to have that competition with him, a healthy competition. That's it. I know that I can beat you, and you say, I know, and I'm excited food. So it was always, even at training, if I do handling and catch 5 balls, he would wanna catch 6. If I wanna dive 6 times, he would wanna dive 8 times. So each and every training session, it was more challenging both of us, each and every training session. If you considered, sometimes we would play penalties, give you airtime, 55 rand airtime. If I win that penalty kicks, he'll keep buy me 55 rand airtime. But if he wins, each and every training session. So it was more of a great competition, me and him training, even in matches.
Fantastic. So, Tsepo, would you agree that basically Khune, Etu, who was a top keeper, can thank Brilliant for his keeping him on his toes and keeping him in you know, if he had a lesser keeper pushing him, maybe he would have dropped his game. Did you see the rivalry? How was the rivalry between the two of them?
No, as Brilliant said, it was very healthy, and where what Brilliant just explained, how they used to compete even in training. I used to see it firsthand with my naked eyes. It was a very healthy one, and definitely you should thank Brilliant, for always pushing him, and not for him to be complacent and relaxed, knowing that I own the position. No matter what happens, I'm the number one keeper of Kaizer Chiefs, and vice versa. Also, it improved Brilliant also, to look at Itu playing and wanting to do more. That I also, when I get a chance, I grab that opportunity, and you can't wait for your chance by just sitting at home and not working hard. So it was a good, healthy competition. They pushed one another. And listen, they both played for Bafana. That's how far it went, So it shows that whenever there's a healthy competition, there's room for improvement.
Fantastic. Let's go to a couple of questions from the viewers. Gentleman called Math's brother. He says, "You were the best last keeper Kaizer Chiefs had. But the current Chiefs have struggled to get a number one goalkeeper since you, and obviously since Khune. Why do you think they've struggled to get a goalkeeper?" And his question is, surely they should have signed a keeper like yourself. Why have they not been able to sign a top keeper? It's not that they haven't signed keepers. Why are they not identifying people like you?
Because there is no other Brilliant. No, I think there are good goalkeepers in South Africa. It's a tight question. It's a very difficult question to answer. I always say, if you get an opportunity to play for Chiefs as a goalkeeper, play and go to Bafana Bafana. Or they must take you when you're at Bafana Bafana. It must be merits that you go play for Chiefs. And if you take any keeper who doesn't play for their national team and then say they need to be Chiefs number one, for me that's not good enough. Chiefs took me when I was playing for Bafana under 23. They didn't just take any goalkeepers. Before that, there was Itumeleng Khune. He was playing for under 20 in the World Cup. Itu was playing for under 23. Also Bafana Bafana. Rowan Fernandez was playing for Bafana Bafana. Brian Balu was playing for Bafana Bafana. Baron was playing for Bafana Bafana. So if all these keepers were playing for Bafana Bafana and are actually be part of that playing for Bafana Bafana, why can't we actually get back in terms of taking a keeper that's actually good fight and play for Bafana Bafana?
Correct. Good point. A gentleman called SK asked a question. This is for both of you. The downfall of most players has proven to be alcohol and ladies. Why is this the case? And do players influence each other to have lots of women? Or do they call each other out?
Hey, I'm singing.
I think all the viewers out there want to hear. Do the players influence what? It's a great question. Well done, SK. Both of you answer.
Peter, in a team, you have your group, like your guys or people that you vibe with on and off the field. So we don't like move together, like as much as there's team buildings and we meet up time and again here and there. But you have your own group of guys that you vibe with off the field, and some of the guys you vibe with, maybe you find that you all married and stuff, but with players don't really like call one another, and sometimes players do hang out where there's people around, but it's perceived as we called one another to go there. So, but it's not like that, It's everyone makes his own decisions, and it's your own life. You make your bed, you sleep on it,
Tsepo is married. Tsepo is married. I'm not married.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I think I want to hear Brilliant's answer on this one. You're a married man.
No, I'm not married.
Me. Oh, okay.
I'm not married.
He's a married man.
He's a married man. I'm still way too young to be married. I'm still looking.
Good man. Ladies, Brilliant's still there for you. Now, Brilliant, I said Tsepo's still married. Let's hear your answer to this question.
I think that there is that part in terms of influencing each other, because as Tsepo said, there's group dynamics in a team. You've got your friends, you've got this, and then when you go maybe to a nightclub or you go to a restaurant, obviously you meet different people. So if my friend Kabuza shows me a girl that is, I think I like that one, obviously I'd go and they would pass me the numbers. So it does sometimes, but everyone makes their own decision in terms of picking up any lady that they want to get.
But it cannot do you any harm when you're a Kaizer Chiefs or Orlando Pirates or Mamelodi Sundowns player and you arrive in with all the best clothes on in your fancy car outside the club. I think there's sometimes a queue. And I think the players today take advantage. But anyway.
Tsepo came with a Ferrari at training. He used to drive it on a Sunday. Tsepo came with a Ferrari at training. Hey, players, they were worried.
Peter, did you hear that at training?
But did you come with a Ferrari to training?
Yes, I did come. It was not my car, by the way, but I did come with a Ferrari to training a couple of times. But it was not mine. A friend borrowed it for me.
Yeah. And no woman liked the car. That's fantastic. Guys, I really enjoyed this. Brilliant. Different class, top class. I'm sure the viewers out there enjoyed it as well. We're definitely going to get you on back again. I want to talk to you. We're going to bring you on with Manib, and maybe we can get Etu coming on the show as well. But definitely would like to see you back. Viewers out there, let us know what you thought of the show in the comment section. Any final words, Brilliant, to the fans out there and Tsepo?
For me, to all my fans out there, my followers on Instagram, on Twitter, TikTok, I just want to tell them they must stay brilliant.
I like it. Tsepo, take us out.
Now, from my side, as we always, how we close it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment to all the SoccerBeat lovers. Let the beat do the talking.
Fantastic. Thank you, Brilliant. Thank you, Tsepo. Thank you, guys, for viewing. and we'll be back soon. Love you lots.
Yaka!